Mm-hmm.
I want you to put it out. Put some respect on it. I'm on my side. When you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up. Put some respect on it. But that ain't.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy Aaron Wilds Out TV coming to you guys with another video. So, you guys, give me one moment because I'm pouring my drink right now, so we can turn this thing up and get this video underway. Give me a moment so I can get my drink, child. Girl, I got my liquors on standby, girl. I got my liquor on standby. Mm-hmm. All right, let me pour that. First of all, I wonder where's my goddamn juice at, but I don't see it. But it's whatever. Let me pour this cranberry in here, and we're gonna get underway. All right. Let me move this a little bit. All right. All right. Let me take a sip. Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all. Let me mute my mic. Yes, this drink is busting, honey. All right. Let us go to Carlos King's. Let me share my screen real quick. Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, okay, Bookie? All right. So let's go to YouTube. Let's go to Carlos King. Let's go to Carlos King. Okay. All right, so y'all, we are doing a live reaction to Carlos King's interview with the Bam. And we're gonna see what she's talking about. Okay. So let's not prolong this. Because I don't want, let's speed this shit up because we're not trying to be here all day. Okay, we're not trying to be here all day, and that's no shade. All right, let's go. Okay. She is in everybody's mouth, y'all. So hey, Lemon Kush, hey boo. Yes. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it in. First of all, let me just say, let's get to the outfits. First of all, I love his shirt right here. I think he looks very handsome. Let's get into Bam's look. Let's get into Bam's look. Give me 1 second. This pink feather stuff, I'm not feeling. Um, let me just say this. I find Bambi to be very pretty, but for the life of me, I do not like her in blonde hair. And these lashes, these are too much lashes. I do not like it. I do not like it. Um, it's so unfortunate that she's going to literally look like her mother when she gets older because her mother is not attractive. She's not beautiful in any sorts of the word. I'm sorry to talk about somebody's mother, but it's unfortunate that Bambi's mother, like Bambi, is going to look like her mother when she gets older. And it's unfortunate because she's not attractive. Like, no shade. That's where Mama D gets Bambi's mom because no shade. Even though Mama D looks like a transgender in the face, but she's beautiful. She has a beautiful bone structure and jawline. Bambi's mom looks like a corpse. No shade, but let's keep it going. Okay, let's keep it going. Let me just say this. I like what Bambi has been doing so far. Bambi has been even though she does say her little things on social media, it's not where it's overbearing and it's like she what I'm saying is Mama D, Scrappy, Erica, Diamond have all said things about this woman. Bambi sometimes will pay it, but then sometimes she'll put a little Instagram post that is subliminally talking about the person that's been talking shit about her. But then, and it's like, and it'll be a cute subliminal. Like, we get it, we understand who it's for, and yada yada. So I love that she is taking the approach of subliminally using her business to go at the other party, you know, while still building up her business and still promoting her books and stuff with simultaneously shading the other parties. That's what I'll say. So kudos to Ben for that. Haven't seen you can't hear Bambi talking. Y'all can't hear Bambi talking. I know y'all can't hear me. I know you can't hear me because I'm like literally chomping down on chips and I want to be respectful. But when I have something to say, I'll pause it, then stop eating, and then I'll give my commentary. Okay? But hopefully y'all can still hear it. Oh, y'all can't hear it? I don't know why. Because I muted myself. I muted myself. I don't know. I don't know why y'all can't hear it. No, I can't hear her. Wait, you still can't hear her, Heaven Sent? You still can't hear? Lemon Kush, can you hear her? Can you hear her? Because I hear her. I hear her on my side. I don't know about y'all side, but hopefully it translates through the video. Nope, I hear you. Lemon Kush, you can't hear this video? I don't know how to. Oh my god. I don't know how y'all can hear it. Wait, y'all been can't hear? Y'all been not hearing it for this long? Oh my god. Hell no. What? Y'all can't hear her? Wow, this picture right here is crazy. We hear you, but not Bambi. Really? Oh my gosh. Then how the fuck do I do that? Oh my gosh. So let me see. Let me see, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hello? Hello? Can y'all hear her now? 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 Put it down in the chat. What the fuck? I can't. Okay, so you can hear me, but you cannot hear this, and I'm not understanding why. No, we can't. Oh my god. What the fuck? Ugh. Okay, oh my god, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do, y'all. Because it's loud as shit, and I don't know if I don't know. Cause this never happened to me before, so oh my god. Ugh, this sucks. Reduce background noises. Okay. The mic is good. I don't know why there is no sound. Oh, I wonder where. So okay. I don't know why. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm pissed off because I now see what the is in everybody's mouth, y'all. So give me 1 second, y'all. What the fuck? Why can't I hear her? Let me see. Let me do some audio shit. Okay. Some give me one moment, y'all. If I can't get this, I'ma just log off and we're gonna probably try this another oops. Because I've tried this many times before. This has never done this. And I'm not understanding why it is going on like this. Let me see. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. We got okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. Can y'all hear it now? Okay.
I do have a degree that was ripped up on camera for everybody to see. But yeah, that's real. So but yeah, I ripped up on camera for everybody to see.
Y'all can hear it? Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it, y'all. I got it now. I got it. First of all, thank everybody for being so patient. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm so sorry. Now, let's go a little ways back a little bit. Let's go a little ways back. Thank you, Libicus. Thank you. I tried, child. Let's get it.
Went to the same college together, and it was crazy. Like we did a lot together.
So here you are, being in the industry. You're modeling. You're doing some background work. How did reality TV get into your life?
So I moved to Atlanta. I came to Atlanta to go to college. I went to Morris Brown, and the year that I got to Morris Brown, it like lost its accreditation. So I went back to LA. But once I came to Atlanta, I was like, Atlanta was so dope. It was really a vibe. But I went back to LA. I finished my degree. I was engaged.
So you do have a college degree?
I do have a degree that was ripped up on camera for everybody to see. But yeah, that's real. So, but yeah, I was engaged to somebody at the time in LA, and we were like going through a breakup. So Atlanta was kind of like the only escape I had because it was familiar a little bit because I went to school there. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to Atlanta and I'm gonna see what's going on. So I went back to Atlanta, and I was still doing like the modeling, acting, and then I started like doing the music. And I got really, that was really what I wanted to do. Like growing up in a house, like my dad was a musician. I really wanted to do it, but I was so afraid. But when I got to Atlanta, I was like, you know what, let me just really tap into this. And I started doing that like a lot. And so Malaysia was doing Basketball Wives, and they had started casting for other people on the show. So they were really fascinated by the fact that I was like in Atlanta, like doing my stuff. Like I had songs on the radio.
Let me stop it there. First of all, no shade, Bambi. Baby, I never saw it for you as a musician. Like I was hoping and praying upon a wishing star. Like I wish to use this. Like I wish upon the dragons, okay? To fly in the land of hearts, girl. Dragon tails, bitch. I wished for all of the angels to come and guide you to not go into the studio and lay down vocals or lay down your raps or to take away your writer notebook, because no shade, Bambi, you are trash as an artist. I really can understand why Scrappy never put any energy into your music career, because you are horrible. I have literally tried to watch any music video of yours and listen to your music, but baby, that LA vibe, that Compton vibe, it's just not the business. I don't like your music. You are horrible as a rapper. You should really just focus on being pretty and focus on your extensions and your shimmer, your lash line. Like beauty is in your department. Focus on that. You should never go into the artist lane because you are horrible. Like you are literally in the category of Ice Spice. Who else is trash artist that needs to like give it up? Ice Spice, Sweetie, even though Sweetie has some hits, but she still needs to give it up. Who else needs to give it up? Give me a rapper girl that I just it's just clip for her. glow up, glow girl, or whatever, Glorilla homegirl is, Glow City or whatever her name is. She needs to give it up. Y'all girls are trash. Y'all need to never go in the booth ever again. Hang it up. Flat screen. Rah, rah, like a Dungeon Dragon. Like, girl, please. But I'll let you be great, girl.
Oh, like I'm doing all different shows around the city and all this kind of stuff.
Lemon Kush, no. I love Sexy Red. Sexy Red, I love her songs.
So they were like, they cast me on the show based off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to LA and did Basketball Wives. And they really featured me as an artist on that show more than I had ever been featured on.
But y'all, do y'all remember when people used to say that she was on Flavor of Love? Y'all remember that long-standing rumor about how everybody said that she was on Flavor of Love? Like she was casted for Flavor of Love, and I think they even said that she was on Ray J show. But her first like TV gig was Basketball Wives. So I never understood why people was just making stuff up, because I literally was looking through all the I Love New Yorks. No, not I Love New Yorks, but through all the what's that? Flavor Flav show. I didn't see Bambi at all. I know she was in a couple of music videos though. But shout out to Bambi though.
In hip hop, which is crazy. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Interesting.
Absolutely interesting. Yeah.
So yes. I remember you on Basketball Wives, and obviously back then, maybe something now, but back then, Basketball Wives was a tough show to be a part of.
Oh yeah,
you had to really earn your stripes, your fist, you know, your nails. It was a lot of fighting on that show.
Yeah.
You got into it with a couple of people on that show.
Did, yeah.
It was.
I think I got into it with Brooke, Laura. Was it Laura and Gloria? I know it was Gloria, but I don't remember if me and Laura got into it. But yeah, it was lit on there. Yeah.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Why didn't you stay?
Well, it was just like a natural transition for me, because in my mind, I was like, I started dating like Scrap, and I'm like, okay, this is Love and Hip Hop, like I'm doing music. So why not just segue into, you know, a lane that's meant for me? But it took me down a crazy ass route.
Yeah. And so much so that I really wanted you to use this opportunity to clear the air.
Sure.
Because there's so many things out there about you, Bambi, that
I know
people say. And one thing about me as a journalist, hey, Portia, is the fact that I like to make sure I get the source.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to go back to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and the infamous Bazino Kirk scene.
Yeah, we should start before that.
Oh, well, go ahead,
We should start
baby.
before that, because I think
a lot of people have questions.
No, they do, because this entire timeline is so confusing to people.
Yeah.
Y'all, when they get up to the Benzino thing, because I have some receipts that I feel like people bypass. And I feel like Bambi got such a bad rap for that whole hot tub scene with Benzino. And people are not looking at the people. Just so you know, you guys, I'm going to pull up some videos of some of the cast members that spoke on that particular scene with Bambi and Benzino, and they're going to tell it for themselves about that whole scene and how it conjured up. And I'm gonna pull up the shit with Benzino himself talking about it as well. So let's get it, y'all.
And sometimes I get confused too, because I'm like, wait, what year was that and what was happening? So let me just try my best to give you an accurate assessment of the timeline as I remember. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it was probably about 2010 when I met Scrap, right? Probably about 2010.
Yes.
So I met him in a club, Taboo 2 in Atlanta. He tried to holler at me. We exchanged numbers. And so when he left, I had a friend who was working at Taboo, and I was like, what's up with him? And she's like, oh, you know, that's Lil Scrappy. Like he's with this girl, Diamond. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird, because, you know, he just tried to holler at me and we exchanged numbers and everything. So she was like, yeah.
You were attracted to Scrappy?
When I first met him, it was just like some kind of playful vibe, because he had like a bandana around his head, and, you know, I'm from LA, and I'm like, what's up, nigga? Like, where you from? And he like, oh, what's up, cuz? And I'm like, where you from? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it was just like a playful kind of vibe. So anyways, we exchanged numbers, but she had already given me this information, like, oh, he's with this girl, whatever. So when he called me, I'm like, hey, like, you got a girlfriend? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so what's up? And he like, well, I'm trying to pull up on you. And I'm like, yeah, no, I ain't really on that type of time. So call me when you single, right? So that was that. So then I ended up seeing him out with Diamond a couple of times, like maybe like twice. I saw them both out. And then there was like this girl who was cool with Diamond, and she knew I was like doing music too. And she was like, well, maybe y'all can link. I was like, yeah, whatever. So we were like sitting in the car together one day, and we had like one little conversation, and I was like, oh,
you went scrapping.
No, me and Diamond and this other girl who was like her homegirl. And I was like, she kind of like, she cool, but I don't know. She's just not really my vibe. Like, it wasn't really nothing wrong with her, but I was just like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's just.
By the way, y'all, she's talking about Mary Jane. She's talking about Mary Jane. Let me refresh your memory. Do y'all remember Candy Coated Nights? Do y'all remember Candy Coated Nights? When that episode happened, Bambi literally distanced herself from the Mary Jane girl because she was doing too much for clout, and she was trying to get with Kurt, and at that time Kurt is a married man, and yada yada yada. This is let me show y'all the just to refresh our memory. Bambi versus I want to give y'all some context. And literally, Bambi and Mary Jane had a whole beef when this whole hot tub scene in Benzino started. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Okay, there we go. Do y'all remember this?
Bambi, I have nothing more to say about Bambi. But bitch, if you walk up to another motherfucking interview or another fucking radio show, bitch, I'ma drop kick your motherfucking ass. And that's all Mary Jane got to.
Okay. So she and Bambi was into it heavy. Okay. So let me stop sharing. Well, let me view this. Give me 1 second. Okay, wait, hold on. Stop sharing. No, girl. First of all, I need to do better at this whole thing. Promise you. I'll get better at it. I promise you. But I was just trying to put y'all in context. Okay. And this is Bambi and her friends explaining the beef. Okay, give me 1 second. There we go.
Taylor. Okay. All right, look, everybody. We used to kick it at Kirkwood Bar and Grill. The lipstick game.
Y'all know Mingling Shop?
Hold on.
And shout out to Funky Daniva because she caught the whole thing because it's literally outside of Candy Coated Nights.
Here she come in the door. Oh my God, you Bambi! Oh my God! And then Bambi like, she like, yeah, what's up? Whatever. Introduce this lipstick, whatever. She's like, oh my goodness. Next thing you know, she's blowing up everybody's phone. I want to be down. Can I come around? Can I come
on the TV show? Like for real, like for real. This is just some extra shit for me.
Yeah.
So why would I be mad?
So were you online and you saw this? You heard it or somebody told you? Yeah, because her mom is like, it was a setup, blah blah blah.
Ain't no setup. Ain't nobody in here told me. Somebody that saw the shit online. They tweeting, doing the tweets and shit. I'm in these streets.
Yeah.
So if you tweet, I'm gonna pull up.
Well, she got a security with her.
Ain't no shade, y'all. It was so crazy during this era of Candy Coated Nights because the fact that, like, when I tell you Bambi was the pull-up queen, she pulled up to every radio station that she even called into radio station because Mary Jane was talking about the whole thing. She was trying to get clout off of Kurt and Rashida, and it was this whole scandal. Bambi wasn't here for it, so Bambi would call into radio stations while Mary Jane was on the radio station and just basically heckle her. Mary Jane would be slated to appear on the Candy Coated Nights to do an interview. Bambi pulled up ready. Let me show y'all. Okay, give me 1 second because the internet. Why is the internet, child? Do not embarrass me, girl. Do not embarrass me, beach. Okay, there we go. This is when Bambi pulled up. Hey, go tonight.
So this is what y'all promoting? This is what y'all promoting?
Check out. She can stand in this motherfucker. She ain't finna come up here. Candy, we ain't gonna, ain't nothing going.
This is what y'all set up. This was a setup from the start, right? That's what it's looking like right now. It's looking like a setup. What do you mean? We have a fucking internet.
Bambi was unbothered. What's going? When I tell y'all, like, Mary Jane crew was so shook that Bambi crew pulled up, all Bambi did was just stand there. Girls got the huffing and puffing, throwing things, and the mother came into it. She even pushed the mother aside. It was this whole melee, y'all. This was great internet drama, girl. I live for it, child. I live for it. I just wanted to give y'all some context about it. So that is the person that she's talking about the homegirl that she didn't really feel. So just to, just to refresh our minds. Okay.
It's kind of weird. Mm-hmm. So that was my only like interaction with her. And I was like, whatever. So then one night I'm randomly like in the studio, Scrap calls me. He's like, hey, I broke up with my girlfriend. Like, what you doing? And I'm like, yeah, I'm at the studio. So he comes to the studio where I'm at. And we go outside. We're like talking in the car. And he's just like running it, right? He like running his whole entire.
Scrappy wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yo, but see, this was me being so like, I was so green because I was like, damn, like he must really fuck with me. Like he's telling me all his business. And so that's how he got me. I'm not even gonna cap. Like he was just running it. He was like, yeah, like we were together for 5 years and she left me for Soulja Boy. She tried to take me to, I don't know, like out the country or something, give him some money. And like, I don't know. He was just like doing this whole like sob story. And I felt bad for him. I was like, yo, that's cold.
You're like, damn, dog, man.
I was like, these ladies like, yeah. So that was really like our initial like connection, right? Like he just ran his whole entire situation with her. But I was still confused, you know what I'm saying? Because he had invited me to his house like a couple times. But he said, like they were living together, but she left him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, she left me for another dude, whatever. He's like, I got a studio in my house. So, you want to come through and record? I'm like, yeah, like for sure. So I bring a couple girls over there. Like we go recording some bullshit at his house, but we just like messing around, having fun or whatever. It wasn't really nothing serious. And we really started like to be cool. Like whenever I would be out, he'd be like, where you at? He'll come pull up. I'll come pull up on him. And, we were just kind of like vibing. So then he's like, yeah, I'm about to move up out this house. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, I'm about to move up out of here. I'm about to move in with my baby mama until I get my stuff together. And, we're about to start doing Love and Hip Hop. And I was like, wait, what is happening? I thought that Diamond was the baby mama, right? Uh-huh. Because he said they were together for like 5 years. And so I'm looking at pictures whenever I'm trying to like, it was like limited internet like business at that point. It was like media takeout stuff, like whatever. Uh-huh. So I'm like trying to Google this fool, like trying to see what's going on. But every time I see a picture of him and her, I see Imani and she's little. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, that's their kid. You know what I'm saying? So then when he say, well, I'm about to move in with my baby mama, I'm like, wait, didn't she leave? And he's like, no, like I'm talking about my daughter's mom. And I'm like, I'm thoroughly like confused.
Were you guys intimate during this time he's telling you this?
I think we had probably like got a cracking like once or twice, but we weren't really like in.
Y'all weren't exclusive.
No, right. We wasn't nothing like that. Okay. So I'm like, all right, it is what it is. So then they started filming Love and Hip Hop. And he would call me like during or after like the filmings. I remember one time.
Season 1?
Yes. He called me one time. He was like, hey, I just got in a fight with this nigga named Stevie J. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, my baby mama he has some chick, like her name is Jocelyn. I'm like, who is this? Like, I'm all into the story. I'm like, damn, what happened? So he just like running it, right?
He's like, what happened?
Like, what happened? Who won? And he was like, yeah, she was kind of big. Like, I'm like, okay.
Scrappy, you a dog ass nigga. So, baby, you were dealing with Erica, Shay, and Bambi. Scrappy, you're a dog ass nigga. Scrappy is a dog ass nigga because, baby, He was juggling all of them. When he's mad at the baby mama, he's going over to Shay. When Shay is not acting right, he's going over to the baby. Baby, when Scrap don't get his way, child, and if they not acting right, he got another one waiting in the wing, child. All right, Scrap.
Okay, whatever. But he really ran it on what happened with Erica and Jocelyn. I ain't gonna repeat it, but
what did he say?
Yeah. But I'm not even gonna repeat that. But
did he make it seem like Erica lost?
I don't know. So anyways, so that was the type of
hilarious.
That was the type of relationship we had, right?
So it's funny because I worked season 1.
I know.
So he's filming with Erica. That's his child's mother, right. And they're trying to figure things out, and they were living together.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, after scenes, he's calling you.
We were like hanging out after scenes. That's how like confused I was about it, because he was telling me, he was like, no, we just get a bag, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, I'm just trying to help her get some money so she can stay out of my pockets, you know, whatever. And I'm like, whatever, like, I'm just like a butterfly, like, I'm new to the city and I'm just like hanging out doing my thing.
You're
whatever.
a single woman, you guys aren't in an exclusive relationship.
Yeah.
And okay, so I get all this,
right? So that was the nature of our relationship at that point, right?
Okay.
So during that time, I think maybe towards the end of the season, me and him started getting like a little closer, right? He started really, really liking me. And I liked him too. Like, I did like him a lot because he was just really fun. So he introduced me to like Steph and Mona one time. We were hanging out on Peter Street.
That's what the office was.
Yeah, so he's like, you know, I want to do some stuff with her, blah, 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 whatever. So then I started to notice like a pattern with him and Erica, whatever. And I was like, wait, are you like with her for real? And he was like, he kept denying the fact that he was with her. And I was just like, this looks like it's like a little bit more than for TV. So at that point, I think I had met like Kirk and Benzino on Peter Street. And so I'm like cool with them and talking to them or whatever. And then somehow Benzino, he's like, hey, we're going to do the scene at the cabin, blah, blah, blah. But me and Benzino were cool. Like I started hanging out with him. I ain't never had sex with him or nothing. And I know he's going to like be upset because he hates when people mentions him with me right now. I don't know. Like I had just saw him like on one blog one day. He's like, y'all keep talking about me and you know, whatever. But anyways, I've never had anything negative to say about him because he was cool. Like he was a cool guy. Like me and all my homegirls used to go to his house. Like he used to cook. Like we were just chilling.
No, he's a great host.
Like he was so cool. And that was it. But anyways, we went and did the little scene at the cabin or whatever. And for me,
so at this time, are you and Scrappy?
We were still talking. We were still cool.
But not exclusive.
No, never.
Got it.
Not exclusive.
So at this time, he's in rehab.
No, this was before he went to rehab. He was the night we went to the cabin. For some reason, he got locked up. He went to jail.
The night you went to the cabin.
Yeah, I don't know what he went to jail for, but he went to jail, and we were at the cabin. But I was just like, you know, I don't know if he in his mind he thought I was supposed to be like at home waiting for his jail calls. Me and everybody else he was like talking to at the time. You know, he was like all of our boyfriend. He was.
I say, you know what? This is okay.
No shade.
Conversation.
Yes.
And that's no shade. That's what it was. He was like, y'all was like, he was for everybody. No shade. He was talking to Erica. He was talking to Bambi. He was talking to Shay. He was talking to Erica Pinkett. Like, he was talking to freaking, what was the girl? Bobby Boucher? Betty Idol? Whatever the freak her name is. Yeah. He was with everybody. Scrappy wasn't exclusive to none of you hoes. That nigga was for everybody, y'all. He had y'all going at it with each other while he just like, I don't know, that's my friend. Child boo.
I love it when a woman who is single and a baddie can say like, because what I don't like about society is a single pretty girl cannot just date men. And it doesn't have to be exclusive. So the fact that you're like, look, I knew what it was. Like we weren't exclusive. If I want to be intimate with somebody, I can. I'm a grown ass woman.
Yeah.
And I'm still going to date other people.
Absolutely.
So what you're saying to me that I appreciate is, look, we're kicking it, but in your eyes, we're not exclusive. We're not boyfriend, girlfriend. Right. And you're saying Scrappy made it seem like it was much more than that at that time.
I mean, most men do. Like, let's be honest. Men are far more delusional than women. We have to agree on that. Like, you know, we know that that's a fact. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, like he was the only person that I was actually like intimate with at the time. But we weren't exclusive in terms of like me being able to go out with other people because, you know, I didn't know really what he was doing. I really didn't care. But, you know, I didn't care to be like going around having sex with other people. Like, you know, that wasn't really my thing. You know, I'm just having fun. So anyway, so
you're at the cabin.
We're at the cabin and the cabin. So Benzino did tell me, he's like, hey, you can bring some homegirls or whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I brought one girl that actually went in a hot tub. Some of my other homegirls were inside the house. We were like, I don't know what it was. It was like playing cards or some kind of games or whatever. But when it went to the hot tub, it was one of the girls that I brought with me. She was not my friend. She was just like a girl that I knew would kind of be lit. And she was trying to get on TV. And I was like, they looking for some girls to come do this. Like, you know, whatever.
Jane,
and one thing at that time, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if somebody else around me was gonna go, I'm like, you go, because I'm not.
You go.
Do what you got to do, because I'm just gonna be chilling.
Go go to third base
or whatever she wanted to do.
Whatever she wanted to do.
Yeah, because I was around a lot of guys. You know, so I used to hang out with a lot of guys, and I'm like, if y'all gonna do it, that's cool. But I'm just here, you know, for the vibes.
So when you went to the cabin, you obviously was like, it's being filmed.
Yeah.
And I'm here for the vibes.
Absolutely. And, you know, I had been on TV already.
Right.
So it wasn't really a big thing for me. It was just like, I already know what time it is. Like, we're here to film a scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna make it do what it do. And Benzino and I, we were cool. And we were, I guess, what people would consider dating at the time. Like, we were going out, but we just wasn't having sex, you know?
So you were dating Benzino and Scrappy at the same time?
Yeah. And I think that's what was like intriguing to like the producers at the time. They were like, oh, now we got a girl who's like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was doing. I was like, I'm gonna date both of them. Who cares? They don't know each other. They're not friends.
I love your honesty, man.
Yeah, like, who cares? Like, I mean, it's really giving who cares, because they weren't friends.
And no shade. If fucking Scrappy could do it, why can't Bambi? Why can't Bambi play the fiddle? But y'all want to make her the bad guy and make it seem like she was fucking on the homie, knowing daggone well y'all niggas ain't friends. Scrappy is not calling Benzino, and Benzino is not calling Scrappy. Y'all niggas is only hanging out on the show. Stop the cap. Y'all just really trying to make Bambi be the bad guy and be the whore of the season and trying to make her out to be the bad guy when Scrappy is doing the same thing. He's here fucking Erica, but when Erica pisses him off, he's going over to Shay Bucky Johnson with the big hair, with the big fat wig, you know, putting lotion and putting oil on her big fat ass. Okay? And dicking her down and giving her all types of ushy gushy ushy, laying her down to sleep, to lay my head and lay my souls to keep, whatever that prayer is, child. But then when Bucky and him is going at it, he's going over there to Bambi. And when him and Bambi's not seeing eye to eye, and they stop kicking it and stop, you know, taking joy rides on Bambi's bike, baby, he's going over to Erica Pinkett, fuck on her. Then he's going over to Billy Idol. He's going over there to Diamond, and you know, he's circling it back and doing it all over again. That's Scrappy. That is little freaking Scrappy, child. Bambi, baby, do you?
They were not. And I'm like, whatever. I'm not married. You know, I'm chilling. Yeah.
Yeah. No, so, I'm with it.
Yeah. So that's where I was at the time. And then it became a case of may the best man win. They started like getting very competitive with each other.
They was fighting over you, child. Yes.
Because,
they did?
Absolutely. Benzino was like, oh, you messing with him? Ratchet man?
Ratchet man.
And I was like, yeah.
Benzino called Scrappy Ratchet man?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Nuck if you buck.
Listen, shit, they out here doing their thing.
All right. Yeah. So you're in the hot tub and you're making out.
I didn't make out. It was just a little smooch. Come on.
Well,
you saw it.
I did see it.
Did they slow it down?
They slowed it down. It's like hip hop. They slow everything down. The walk up.
It wasn't a make out.
Yeah. So because everybody obviously was like,
they nailed me to the cross for that these days.
Because they, you know, Kurt was married.
And you know what? What people did not see was that after I kind of like realized what was happening, like,
let's pause it there. Let's get into the receipt, because Kirk himself went on Vlad TV to make it be known that Bambi and Benzino were never intimate. Let's get into this video, because I, for one,
it didn't go no further. It kind of ended on that note. You know, like I said it on the show, like Bambi actually bounced. She ain't stayed. You know, it was girls who stayed all downstairs, all over the place. It was actually other people. It was people there at that cabin, you know, and people. It was a 4 or 5 level cabin. Like it was people sleep. I don't know how many bedrooms was in that joint. Maybe like 8 or 9 bedrooms. It was all type of shit going on in there though. But Bambi got the hell on.
So nothing happened between Bambi and Benzino.
Nah, nothing happened. I mean, even Benzino said nothing happened. I said besides the little kiss thing they did, that was it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't go no further.
So Bambi and Benzino kissed that day.
That happened on camera. That happened on Love and Hip Hop.
Do you know Bambi?
Yes, I do. She's real cool. I say this again. I told Scrap, Bambi is, from what I know of Bambi, she's like that real ass down ass chick. To me, Bambi like wifey material. I think Bambi is somebody you wife up. I mean, she got potential. You know, she can become a brand.
She got potential. She got potential. Speak on it, Kirk.
I mean, she looks pretty decent. I personally think Bambi is a dope ass chick.
Nah, she looks pretty decent. That was shade.
I like Bambi.
So you're hoping that Bambi and Scrappy work out?
I mean, I hope that Scrappy find happiness. I don't know what, you know. I don't know what Scrappy looking for though. Scrappy got a few chicks all the time, so I hope he find happiness for himself. You know, sometimes you just not ready as a man or female. You just not ready, and I can't say that he's not ready, but from what we all see is a couple of chicks all the time.
I just wanted to play that, y'all. I just wanted to play that because they keep referring to this thing with Benzino and Kirk. They would not let that freaking thing go. They will always, like Bambi said in this interview, they will always nail her to the cross with that Benzino thing. And I feel like it's late as hell. Like, sorry. Bambi and Benzino said that nothing happened. That nothing happened. That's it.
Like after the fact, I was like, you know, because I didn't know Kurt. I didn't know Rashida. I didn't really know the details of their relationship. All I knew was this man said he got a pass to be able to do whatever he wanted to do. Mm-hmm. That was like the reason that he was there, right? He said he got a pass. So I didn't know them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know the extent of.
You didn't watch the show and see.
No, I did not know what the hell was going on. All I knew was that this man said he had a pass or whatever. And but now looking back, I'm like, Rashida is a real chick because I probably wouldn't be able to stomach, like, bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you brought those types of vibes to my husband when I was pregnant. And that's how I know she a real chick, because even like during that time, the girl who was like all over Kirk in the hot tub, she started like doing interviews. She's like doing all this stuff. And I literally put a stop to it. Like she was doing, remember Candy had like the Candy Coated Nights going on, it was live. So she was doing an interview like Candy Coated Nights. And I pulled up, I said, hey, like you're not doing no more interviews about this. Like that shit is dead. And so I kind of like wrecked that interview, like in person. She was on the radio with Big Tigger. I called Tigger. I said, let me in. So he let me in on the radio. I said, hey, first of all, oh girl, you need to pipe down. Like this shit is dead. You need to end it. I gave a public apology to Rashida on the radio. I said, you know, I apologize about this. Like as a woman, you know, my shit was like, you know, it was just not really the best decision that I had ever made. You know,
and that's why till this day I respect Bambi, because I told y'all and I gave y'all the receipts. Her and Mary Jane got into it because Bambi put a stop to everything that she was doing. She was basically clout chasing off of this particular thing. She was doing interviews. She was doing Candy Coated Nights, and Bambi pulled up at every stop, was like, no, this is dead. This was dead. I showed y'all the receipts about her and Mary Jane. And the fact she did apologize to Kirk and Rashida, which in my opinion, I don't feel like she needed to apologize, but that was very grown woman of her. And this is why I will always respect Bambi. And I still to this day don't understand why Bambi is so not liked in the public opinion. Like, people do not like Bambi for whatever reason, and I'm like, why you don't like her? Because she was messing. No, she wasn't. She, like, you can't pinpoint why you don't like Bambi. She is a stand-up chick, and I live for Bambi.
You know what I'm saying? And
I do. And listen, you're woman enough to admit a mistake you made as a young girl.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about, oh, this lady's pregnant, this is her husband. I wasn't thinking about none of that. But once I processed it, I was like, you know what? This is not right. And I checked old girl. I shut down all her fucking interviews. And then I apologized to Rashida, like, publicly on the radio. And then
and no shade, after she shut down the girls' interviews and clout chase, we never heard of that girl ever again. That girl was finito. The only thing I remember that girl was in is when she popped up on, I think it was Memphis show, and I think she got into it with Sarah. Let's go into the archives, y'all. Let's go into the archives. Let's go into the archives. Let's do it. Let's go into the archives. Mary Jane versus Sarah. I think it's Sarah. Yes. It was y'all, this was so Memphis had a show called Real Mistresses of Atlanta. Do anybody remember that show? Now, Mary Jane was slated to be on the show with Sarah Oliver, who is from BGC. What season was she on? Season 11, and she was also on Baddies. So her and Sarah were fighting on this particular clip. Let's watch. This is Mary Jane. And she got her shit split, y'all. Wait, y'all, look. I remember Sarah digged in her eye. I remember Mary Jane, after this fight, she had a black eye after this. Sarah Oliver was treating her. It was funny as hell. It was funny. Sarah was knocking her down. But yeah, that was it. Okay. So I just wanted to tell y'all that was Mary Jane, and that was the next thing that she was in. But Real Mistresses Real Mistresses of Atlanta never came to greenlit. It wasn't greenlit. Nobody was here for the show. It was low class, gutter snipe, gutter. It was just gutter, low in the gutter, child. All right, let's go.
I hit up her and Kirk and met up with them in person. This was like all off camera. This was like some real stuff. And I was like, you know what? Like, you know, I apologized to her, and I was like, you know, Kirk is cool. Like, I fuck with him, whatever.
Did you sleep with Kirk?
Huh?
No, because these are things people want to know, because the thing is this.
I didn't sleep with nobody.
Well, and that's why I wanted you to clear the air, because listen, for the general, no, because Bambi, look, that's why I wanted to make sure.
People think I slept with Kirk?
Because you have to understand.
Okay, I'm listening.
Think about it. You're in the hot tub.
Yeah.
It's sweaty, it's nibbling, it's slow motion, right?
Yeah.
And then the camera's cut off. You see what I'm saying? The camera's cut off.
But I think Kirk has gone on record a few times to say that I left. Like, as soon as that hot tub was a wrap, like, I got the hell on. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people stayed, like, they stayed there or whatever, but I left. There's never been nothing.
Yeah, and y'all, I just played y'all the video of Kurt saying that, like, Bambi got the hell on. So y'all need to stop bringing up this Benzino Kirk hot tub shit when it comes to Bambi, because Kurt, who was the main person of it all, literally said that Bambi had nothing to do with it. Like, let that shit go.
In between Kirk and I, ever. Kirk has always been 100. Like, out of all the men on Love and Hip Hop, he has been the most 100 out of everybody.
I'm going to get rapper saying this because they're going to read me because of what him cheating on his wife and having an outside baby.
Yeah.
But guys, besides that, Kirk is a nice guy.
No, he really is.
Kirk is a really nice guy.
And what I respect about him is that, like he did have a big ass slip up. You know, whatever they had going on at the time, that was their situation. But this man take care of his family. Like, he hold his family down. Like, he real. Like, he do his thing. You know what I'm saying? And I have nothing but love and respect for Kirk and Rashida.
No, same here.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's they're married and they can do what they want to do in terms of their decisions. So when Scrappy and I were talking, he said he saw that hot tub scene when he was in rehab/jail.
Yeah.
And he said that he was devastated because I want to say, like, around that time you were visiting him.
Yeah. So you know how TV worked. You know, I had filmed that hot tub scene. Gotcha. And then me and him started really getting a little bit closer. And so, yeah, I guess once he saw it, like, shit. I mean, I was seeing stuff too that he wasn't being honest about. Like, he was literally telling me, like, I'm not with her. Like, this is just for TV. Like, this is nothing. Like, I'm just whatever. So he was like manipulating the fuck out of me when it came to, you know, what's real and what's not. And because I come from like a place of TV, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, yeah, I know some of this stuff is, I'm not going to say it's not real, but it's heightened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take it up a notch because it's TV. And so, yeah, I was like, okay, well, maybe they're not really together. Maybe he's just like kind of laying it on like really thick for TV. But I was still doing my thing because I wasn't really sure. And when he did go to rehab, and I'm glad that you mentioned that because way before he went to rehab, he and Erica had called off their engagement. I don't know how long they were engaged. I don't know the details on that because I think I was in LA, like doing Basketball Wives around that time. So we weren't talking. And I think I heard that he had proposed to her from a producer on Basketball Wives while I was there filming. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But I actually saw it when everybody else saw it. I was like, oh. And then at the time when I saw it on TV, he was like, no, it's over. Like, we're not engaged anymore. Like, it's already done. And I'm just like, well, what happened? And he gave me a whole rundown of what happened. We were at my grandmother's house, like on Christmas Eve or on, I don't know when it was. It was somewhere around Christmas. And, you know, she gave the ring back or whatever. So when they filmed that scene, when they were in the rehab, it was like way after the engagement had ended. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So when it comes to that whole like situation, obviously it got to the point where you two were serious.
Yeah.
And to the point where you guys got married.
Yeah.
While you were engaged to him, what made you go the next level with Scrappy, knowing that, okay, I'm seeing one thing on TV, you're telling me one thing, you're going through all this stuff. At what point did you fall in love and say, okay, I'm going to be committed to you?
So we had gone through a few years on TV where it was just like us, you know what I'm saying? Like where it was just us trying to figure it out. And we had some things come up in between, but we paused on the TV for a little while. So we paused on the TV after we got engaged. And we still had like some rough patches, like it was some really, really rough patches, but we were always able to get through it because I didn't really look at him at that time as like a cheater. Like he, as far as I had known, he hadn't stepped out, like, you know what I'm saying, on the relationship or whatever. So whatever we were going through, it was easy for me to kind of like get through it because I really did love him. I really did want to be with him. Like it was, you know, one of those things, like I was in love with him at one point, like really. So the things that we were going through, I was just like, we can get past this. You know what I'm saying?
Were you going through like infidel?
I can tell because y'all, like literally we saw this play out. Like I literally remember them getting engaged. And I think they broke up. They broke up because Scrappy didn't love her. And like Scrappy did not feel the same way that Bambi felt. So Bambi broke it off with Scrappy. They kept filming. Scrappy was trying to get Bambi back, was very hurt that Bambi had broken off their situation. He wanted to get her back. He proposed to her at the end of the season. I don't know. I don't remember what season was that, but he proposed to her. And then during that whole thing, during that propose, I think they got married or something. And I don't know what, because I remember there was a rough patch and through the engagement. And I remember that he was going out to clubs looking for her. Do y'all remember that when he was going to parties looking for Bambi because he wanted to get his girl back? I remember he would just pop at her bookings or something and just come here. I want you back. I want you back. I miss you. Yada yada. Y'all remember that? So, and I think they got married, and I think they had the kids, and she got pregnant with her first child, which is Braylon, and then that's when Scrappy had the whole accident and the car crash and stuff like that. Girl, Bambi went through a lot with this man, child. Went through a lot.
No, there was not to my knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
not what you guys were arguing about.
That's not what we were arguing about. Like we were just arguing about a lot of petty stuff and just trying to like figure it out, So we broke off the engagement, and at that point he had went and he filmed during like Love and Hip Hop Miami, right? I don't remember what year it was. So when we broke up, I had like moved and, I moved on and I was like doing my own thing. And he started like this Find the Bam campaign, right? So he was like,
not you on a milk carton.
Right. So he's like going around to all these cities. He's like putting his camera up. He's like, hey, have y'all seen the Bam? Have y'all seen the Bam? Like it was crazy, right? But it was really fun. At the time I was actually with somebody else. And he's like, yo, like what's up with this dude? And I was like, yeah, he just being a clown, like whatever. It's all, you don't have anything to worry about. So I was like in a whole relationship at this point, right? Yeah.
Go ahead, baby.
So, and I'm telling this guy,
as a woman.
So I'm telling this guy, like, I'm like, no, like, I'm never getting back with him because the way that we broke up and he just was kind of like dirty. Like we had this house together and he just left and I had to like figure everything out on my own. I'm trying to like clear out this big ass house and whatever. Like it was just a big fiasco. So I'm like, I'm never getting back with him. So he kept going around doing this. Where's the band? Find the band. He's like applying so much pressure to the point where my mom was like, oh my gosh, he's the one. He loves you. You see what he's doing. And I'm like in a state of confusion. I'm not going to lie because here it is, my mom, like she's telling me like I'm making the wrong choice. And I was like really happy in this new situation that I was in. I was so happy. It was so peaceful. Was
he a celebrity?
Yeah, he was a basketball player. He didn't have no kids and I didn't have to do nothing. Like we were, oh my God, it was so peaceful, right? He was so everything. But my mom, she was just like, no, like he loves you. Oh my God. So come to find out, like I'm looking at the messages between him and my mom. He's just like,
he's texting your mother.
What?
Scrappy is texting your mom?
Real bad.
Saying what?
Just landing on thick. Like, I love her so much. I don't know what I was doing. I'm sorry. Like, I'm stupid. Like, he was just like landing on. And my mom is, she like me. She like a little sucker a little bit. All you gotta do is tell us some good shit. We'd be like, okay.
That was cute.
Yeah.
So let's take note. Okay.
So he's like doing all this. And then plus the guy that I was with, like he was so laid back. He was so cool that I was like, well, maybe he's not applying enough pressure. You know what I'm saying? But I was confused. So to make a long story short, one night, I'm like in a club, Scrap comes in the club and it's like this big thing because everybody's been watching him do this Find the Bam stuff, like all over the internet.
I gotta see this mission of
yeah.
Scrappy with his Scooby-Doo truck and his magnifying glass and his compass.
You know what's crazy? So the night that it actually like went down, Cash Doll had DM'd me. She was like, bitch, Scrap is on his way to where you at. And I was like, huh? She's like, yeah, he's on his way there. So I was like, okay. So he comes in the club. Every person in the club, they got phones, cameras. They're like, he found the Bam. Like, oh my God, he found. So that's of course, romantic. No, it was absolutely very romantic. And, I still have feelings for him. I never want to hurt his feelings. Even now to this day, they trash the fuck out of me. I still can't hurt his feelings. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So he comes over and, it was just,
y'all made out?
Yeah, we had a little.
You smashed that night?
Yeah.
And you called your boyfriend the next day?
Did not.
What happened?
I ghosted the fuck out of him.
Oh, Bambi, not the rich basketball player.
Yeah.
Where he's your piece.
I ghosted that man.
And he's calling you and said, damn, Scrappy found his mission.
He said, really? What the fuck? I did not respond.
Oh, Bam.
Yeah, I feel so bad.
What is he doing now?
Still don't got no kids. Still fine.
Is he still in the NBA?
He still play basketball. Still
for the Clippers or the Lakers?
The Bam.
Is he the Clippers, Lakers, Pistons, Hawks? So when you see him on TV, do you have any regrets?
I see him in real life.
Oh, man!
Stop playing.
Are y'all back together?
No. He doesn't trust me. Stop playing.
Are y'all back together?
No. He doesn't trust me.
This is the most honest conversation I've ever had with a woman, I think. I really appreciate you guys.
I'm living for this. I am living for this interview. She's spilling it all, child. She's like, listen, I gave up something just so peaceful for a chaotic, toxic fuck nigga. I bet Bambi is beating her ass every day, but I bet she kind of like, it's okay. Because she looks at her 3 children from Scrappy and be like, I'm gonna be all right. Because I got my 3 children. Hey Jennifer, Haley. Baby, what? He's interviewing Bambi? Yes, girl. Yes, he's interviewing Bambi, child. And we're gonna react to it. We're gonna press and play. We're gonna give commentary.
This is so fascinating to me.
Yeah. Sure.
Do you want him back?
I kind of do, but I get it. You know, I wouldn't even feel safe. I'll be like, he gonna get me back.
All right. Right. He's ready to go. You like, yeah, I'm gonna take you back. I'm gonna put you through some shit and like, it's okay.
Can't even do it.
Damn. So he's still around.
He's still around.
I mean, listen, you are very beautiful.
Thank you, Carlos.
Bountiful. Bootylicious girl.
So sweet.
You are.
Thank
you. Girl, when you get older, girl, that beauty is gonna fade away because, baby, you're gonna look like your mama. And that is enough. I already said it in the beginning of this video, chat. I don't wanna, push the knife in too much.
I see now why the men are going crazy over you.
Well,
damn, Bambi.
Carlos.
Okay.
No shade. Like, I feel like Bambi is such a vibe. Bambi is such a vibe. I live for Bambi's personality. I love how laid back she is, and she's so mellow tone with it. She's not gonna get hypey. She's not gonna get too irate with you. She's gonna be calm, cool, and collective. And if you want issues, bitch, we could get it. Like, what's up? Bitch, stand up. Bitch, throw your set up. Oh, okay. Bitch, we can run a fade right now. What's up? What you want to do? Let's go around this corner. Bitch, I love me some Bam.
Hey, no, you bad. Okay, so he laid it on thick, literally and figuratively. And
literally, like a month later, we got married.
Bambi.
Yeah.
Head over heels in love.
Yeah. And you know what? At that point,
and
literally like a month later, we got married. Yeah.
Head over heels in love.
Yeah. And you know what? At that point, it was not head over heels in love for me. It was me settling. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, I loved him so much, but I was like, this man just came out here and he just like put it all out in front of everybody. And maybe this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, I wasn't really comfortable in the place that was uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It was like a new situation.
I get it.
And I'm like, this man it was probably like a little insecure on my behalf as well, because I'm like, he didn't need me to do anything for him. Nothing. And so I kind of felt a little out of place because I have been in a space for so long where I'm like, hey, you need me to do this? You need me to do that? That's me being codependent. I found that out like while I was in a relationship. I started exploring myself so much. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, I'm codependent. I really needed somebody to need me. And so when I was in a space with this other person and he didn't need anything from me, like,
that's amazing to know that realization and come to that realization about yourself that you're codependent. Because, baby, I'm not codependent, bitch. I'm so independent. I don't need any bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I don't need a person, but it's like, if I need you, I'll call on you. But 9 out of 10, I'm not going to call you. You know what I'm saying? Because I have such a pride in myself that I'd rather, like, get it through the mud type shit. And it's like, when you have family who love you and will give you what you want, you don't have to get it through the mud. Like, just like call on your family. But I love that she has that realization about herself and she found that out early. And she, I love Bam.
Life was lifing, you know what I'm saying? And I felt so insecure because I didn't know where to help him at.
And I'm gonna help you too. You also probably did not think you deserved it.
I didn't.
Which is sad.
Yeah, it's so sad.
You have this, because a lot of women go through this but don't talk about it. And it's why they say nice guys finish last.
And no shade. I feel like if she was still in a relationship with this man, I feel like she would end up damaging him. Which she probably already did by ghosting him while this man is calling him, knowing damn well you're with this man who is basically publicly announcing his love for you and wants to find you and want you back. And it's like, you're so guilty that you literally passed this man up, and this man like literally don't want nothing but your love, and literally he's paying bills, he's have no kids, he's giving you what you want and giving you the life that you want, and you just want something different, and that's just human nature. That's just life. But I think she did him a favor by letting him go and going and giving that life to somebody else. So I live for that.
Yeah. Here you are. You're with this rich basketball player who is very peaceful. He not arguing with you.
He didn't have no kids, no baby mama.
No kids, no baby mama, and you're at peace. And it's a peaceful environment. And sometimes when it comes to women who are used to chaos. No, real talk, who's used to chaos, when they meet peace, they sometimes question like, wait, am I... They don't know this, but it's like, am I deserving of this man? Something's off about this because I'm so used to this chaos. And then you have your ex who is telling the world, to the point Cash Doll is DMing you saying, Scrappy found you, bitch. And in your mind, you're like, I am confused because is that what I need? Because it's familiar.
It's so, and I love this conversation, y'all, that even in, and I'm going to just put it back to myself because I can relate to this. I'm trying to be in a relationship. I'm trying to be in one. Well, I have, some people, but it's like when you find a man who will not argue with you, who will not argue with you, who is just not combative, not toxic, and don't give you what you would normally get in a relationship, that man would not give you it. And it's like, do you really deserve this man? Because this is so not what you're used to. You're used to being combative with another person, with your partner, and this push and pull. Hey, Bryson, doing this push and pull type thing. And it's like, this is your norm. But this is totally different because this person is not giving you what you want, but giving you all that you want in another sense. Giving you everything that you want at the same time. And it's like, do you go for the norm or do you just go for something that is so new and so fresh, but you kind of like, well, what are you supposed to do in this? Like, how you respond and how you navigate. Like, you'll be so in your head about it. And it's such a mind fuck. It's such a mind fuck to do that. And I totally understand where this conversation, because I've had this conversation with myself internally so many times. And it's like, girl, I just love that toxic shit. And it's my norm. And I find it to be comforting. I'm going to just play it.
Absolutely. It was so confusing to me.
I get it now.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all like this video.
You know what I'm saying? Because
like this video, y'all. Like this video. Share this video. Comment. I want to see y'all comments, okay?
Yeah, like I can always look at Scrap and be like, okay. Not okay in terms of like we getting back together, but right now okay in terms of like I don't want to see him ever like in a state of just
turmoil.
Yeah, I don't want to see that for him ever. Yeah,
that's good.
So
that's good. So you're married, you have kids, and obviously every relationship goes through its ups and downs. The last season, maybe it's the first half of last season, okay, because I get confused by that break too. But what was so interesting is I am such a fan of the show again. Yeah. Because I stopped watching because I felt like it went through this weird phase. And
I heard you tell Diamond she was a breakout star. I said, boy, that's so cap.
Of what?
Love and Hip Hop.
This season?
One of them. When did she break out of anything? She should have broke out that fucking wig she was wearing. Okay, let's continue. Are you sure about you're a breakout star?
You ain't that bitch. You're such a breakout star. That's so cap. Yes, baby. Eat that bitch up while I lie ass. Yo, Carlos King be so capping with these bitches be lying in their face, and they are so giggly and so appreciative, and they be feeling they motherfucking puss. And Carlos King is just, I bet Carlos King be like thinking like, this bitch knows she phony. No, she not the star. No, she's ugly as shit. No, she can't dress. She's not a star. She's a D-list. Like, girl, bye. I'm so lying to her. I'm so pumping her head up. Like, girl, boo.
Like, what?
It doesn't make sense, but she didn't do season 1. Shut up. I did not stop. First of all, don't mock me. I don't remember saying that.
You did.
If I said it, whatever.
Please take it back. Okay, all right, let's go. I'm sorry.
I'll break out the wig.
Yeah, that thing. You already. Okay, it's okay. All right, let's go.
We'll get to that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Because, okay, speaking of diamonds, she did say she saw you at her house when she was living Scrappy, but now we know that it's because you weren't just over there just...
Yeah, no, and he told me that they
right.
They were broken up and she had moved on with Soulja Boy to LA. And I was like, shit, I'll come over to the studio, like whatever.
Yeah. So I don't gag much, but the table are turned. So that was very funny, Bambi. Okay, so with Diamond being the breakout star, I'm teasing. So here you are, you're married.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously every marriage has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
We were all perplexed. Because you see things.
He did say that, though, Rochelle. Yes, I know he did. He keeps lying to these bitches in their faces. And the worst part is, y'all, like, these bitches be feeling it and be like, really? Like, I mean, that's what I do. Like, just be feeling it like, girl, he's lying to you, girl. Like, stop. Stop, girl. Girl, calm down. Like, girl, you in a couple of scenes, girl. You're not even an extra, girl. Like, you are barely there, girl. You're not a star, girl. Like, stop.
Things online.
Yeah.
But then we saw that
no shade. You was about to get your ass beat by Erica. Like, girl, no shade. If Erica and Diamond was to get in the fight, I put my money on Erica. No shade. And if Bambi and Erica ever got into a fight, I'm putting my money on Bambi. Because I've been wanting Erica to catch that fade from Bambi. No shade. Because Erica be feeling it like she got these hands, and I know she got hands, but girl, Bambi got hands better. Got better hands. And that's no tea, no shade, no cam, no tam, no tam. Turkey, bitch. Period.
You're packing things up, and you are accusing Scrappy of not paying his share of the mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
Scrappy came on my show and said that he would give you the money.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it was like 2, 3, 4 days late, but he would give it to you
Mm-hmm.
because he obviously, had to, do appearances here and there to get it.
For sure. Well, here's the thing. Like, we would both pay our portion of, what was due separately. Like, he would pay his, I would pay mine.
Yeah.
And since my name was on everything, I would have the stress of having to deal with the people when things were late. We got one portion of it, but we didn't get the other portion. And I would have to tell him hey, you're late again. Hey, you're late again. You're late, whatever. So then it got to the point where they were like, you guys are constantly late, and I'm going to ask that we just terminate this contract because you're up for renewal, but we don't want to renew.
Mm.
And so at that point, I could have fought. I could have been like, you know what? Like, we're going through a divorce right now. He's going to move out. I'm going to go ahead and pay for this thing. But at that point, he would have still had access to our home legally. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He would have been able to come, go, do whatever he wanted to do. And I was devastated because, my kids were all born and they grew up in that house. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to stay there. And I was even talking to the owners about potentially buying the place from them. And they were willing to sell because they were like, oh, you guys are a nice family, whatever. And that was my plan. But anyways, I was like, you know what? Let me just start over fresh. It was so hard for me to make that decision. Again, I could have fought. I could have said, hey, we're going through a divorce. He's going to move out. I'm going to be responsible for the full payment right now. So we won't even be late again. You know what I'm saying? I could have done that. But instead of me doing that, I was like, you know what? I bit the bullet. I was like, we're just going to have to move because they want us out of here. They want us fucking out because you're late. And so let's get out. But yeah, I mean, I never accused him of not just outright not, doing what he was supposed to do, but he's been delinquent quite often. And so that was a problem.
He admitted that he read your diary.
Yeah.
Was that devastating?
No, it wasn't devastating. It was actually, it might have been a little therapeutic because I wrote down my thoughts. And a lot of times when we would have conversation, I can't have a conversation with him. You sat here on this couch with him. Sometimes you can't even talk.
Okay, you can't.
You cannot.
There's no shade because Scrappy, talking to Scrap is like talking to a 5-year-old. Like, I literally was like, boy, what are you talking about? Like, his last interview with his last interview, not the one with Erica. First of all, the one with Erica was even like cringy. But him by himself with Carlos King, when I tell you, it took it the look on Carlos' face. It's like, I need you to sober up, because Scrappy kept interrupting. When Carlos King was making a point, he kept diverting to another subject, and they couldn't come back. They couldn't get back on subject. Scrappy was just all over the place. He was heavily lifted on lean and weed and all other types of narcotics. I don't know what the fuck he does, but Scrappy is talking to Scrappy is like talking to a 5-year-old. He wants to only listen to him and his opinion, and he wants to be right. He wants to be the only person that's solely right. And if you don't agree with him, it's a problem, basically. So basically, y'all never got a notice for eviction, but you didn't like y'all was late. So basically, y'all never got a notice of eviction, but you didn't like y'all was late. Because it was a continued lateness, and they kept having a problem with it, Bryson. So it was becoming a problem, no shade. And we're going to keep it going.
You are actually very funny. Okay.
Well, being honest,
it can be long-winded at times.
Absolutely. So imagine that at 3 p.m. when he comes in from the club and he eating his wings on the edge of the bed, and he just, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like how you don't be rubbing niggas' feet. And I'm just like, nigga, I got 3 babies right here. I'm trying to get some rest. And you coming in at 3, 4, 5 in the morning with your wings talking about you want your foot rubbed? Sir, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So he was very...
Child, Scrappy just love having his foot rubbed. Just love having his foot rubbed. First of all, y'all remember first season where he wanted Erica to rub his feet? Baby. If Scrappy don't want nothing else, no weed, no lean, no nothing, no wings, baby, that baby want his foot rubbed, okay? He been on his foot all day doing these bookings, performing all over the place. Child, performing here, rapping there. Child, his foot is crying, girl. It is screaming, I want my foot rubbed. And I understand, Scrappy, because, baby, I want these dogs to be rubbed right now. And that's no shade.
Exhausting at times. Absolutely exhausting.
What did you say in your diary that you felt like he took and was like, it appeared it devastated him?
Yeah.
Were you?
I don't actually know what he read that sent him over the top, but whatever he read were my exact feelings. Like I just didn't feel heard. I didn't feel understood. Like I had 3 babies back to back. Like, my kids are 5, 3, and 2 right now. I was pregnant our whole entire marriage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I just didn't feel like I got the support that I needed. Like, I'm not going to say that he didn't do anything, because he did. Like, he would get up some mornings and he would have all the kids with him downstairs. He would make breakfast sometimes. But when it really came to me tapping into myself and what I needed for myself at the time, sometimes I didn't even know. And I don't feel like he paid enough attention to what was going on with me. It was just like, okay, we got to do this for the kids and I need this. You know what I'm saying? I did not take any days off of work. I had my babies, each one of them. 2 days later, I'm back working.
2 days after giving birth?
Yeah. Each baby, I stayed in the hospital one day. One day after I gave birth, stayed in a full day. The next day, I wanted to go home. So that next day I went home. I probably chilled for a little bit. The following day, I'm back working. Non-stop, no break. I had to. I mean, if you're paying half of everything, my mind did not let up at all. Like, mentally, I couldn't let up.
Yes, he does.
Were you going through postpartum depression, you think?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I was.
Did you know you were at the time? You didn't know how to identify it?
I had working. Non-stop, no break. I had to. I mean, if you're paying half of everything, my mind did not let up at all. Like, mentally, I couldn't let up.
Were you going through postpartum depression, you think?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I was.
Did you know you were at the time? You didn't know how to identify it?
I didn't want to identify it either.
Because you had to be in work.
I had to go.
Who watched the babies?
I have my mom there. I have a nanny. And a lot of people, and I'm glad you asked that, a lot of people assume that when you have help it relieves you of your duties as a mom. Like I breastfed all 3 of my kids for one. I had one on the breast, one in the belly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know. It was nonstop for me. And I think as Black women, we should really start to embrace and receive like the village that's necessary, because without the people that I had around me, I probably would have perished. Like for real. My mom didn't stay at my house 24 hours. The nanny didn't stay 24 hours. They were there a couple hours throughout the day. But I think that my mom and the nanny, they were like more so like support for me, like moral support for me. I needed to be around people. You know what I'm saying? Like I needed to be around people who were like really understanding of what I was going through at the time. Like my mom will make me some tea, or, you know, the nanny.
Child, y'all think about it. Like really think about it. That woman was home with those 3 kids of hers, all under the age of 5. She said 4, 2, and a newborn, or whatever age. All of her kids are under the age of 5 or 4. Literally, they are all babies. Babies. Each one of them need mommy attention. She has one growing inside of her, one on the tit, one is probably playing and probably need a bottle. Bambi, and I think the viewers, even like when we saw it on the social media, we was like, Scrappy, give that baby a break. I need you to not go up in her after this one. It was like, damn, you pregnant again? You just, first of all, when she had Braylon, we was all happy. But then we found out she was pregnant again with the girl. We was happy, but it's like, damn, you just had this one. And then when we found out she was pregnant again, I was like, girl, you got 3 kids under the age of 4 or 3. All these kids are under the age of 4 or 3. She had a newborn back to back to back. She was pregnant with Braylon. A year goes by. She was pregnant with Xylo. A year later, she's pregnant with Callie. She never got a break. Now she's literally taking care of 3 kids. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. All of them screaming, all of them asking for mommy. They want attention. You definitely gonna need a village. Bryson, let's not act like what's all bad. See, Bryson, I know you're like you love, you are, champion for the men, but she's not saying that he was all bad. She never said that. She played a part too. It's not always just the men. And I know you want to, raise the flag for the men, but let's not do that. She's not saying that he did not have her back or he did not do his part. She's just saying that she needed him to understand what she was going through. This is a woman that had back to back to back children. Let's not do the men versus woman thing. Understanding what the woman is going through, because you're literally creating life. The kids that you giving life to need nourishment from you. They need attention from you 24/7. It never stops. Diapers, food, care, love, 24/7 with 3 kids under the age of 4. That's a lot. I'm sure he's good with his kids, but a terrible husband and not a good man in general. And I agree with Rochelle. I'm sure he's great with his kids. He's great. He's a good father. Definitely a terrible husband and not a good man in general. He's not. And that's okay. But we have to take accountability for our actions. And I have never seen Scrappy admit or take accountability for what he played a part in. It's always blame the woman. You didn't do it. You saying I didn't do it. Let's see what you did. It's not about that. Let's not place blame. Understand what the woman is talking about. And I think because Scrappy thinks at a 5th grade level, he really don't comprehend that instead of getting upset and thinking that this woman is placing the blame on you and you trying to be combative with her, try to understand where she's coming from. And I think Scrappy is not mature in the mind and as a man to understand or comprehend that. He's not. Because most men would not respond the way Scrappy has been responding in the media and coming at his baby mother who have 3 kids by him. Not 1, 3. And they're all little. They're all babies. Am I living in the Twilight Zone or not? Let's keep it going.
Make me some tea, make me some soup, like, some stuff like that. So it wasn't that they were just like, oh, I got the kids over here and you go lay down. Like, that was never the case.
And then your body, from what I've heard from mothers, especially mothers who have newborns, I think Beyonce even mentioned this on her documentary, that here she is rehearsing for her tour, but her body and her mind wants to be at home with the kids because your body, like I said, you're breastfeeding.
Yep.
So mentally, you are at another place, although physically you're at work.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm never like a victim. Like, I never do like the victim mentality, like anything like that. But I was really like all over the place. And now when I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I was struggling like really bad. Because even now to this day, like with my kids, even if I have the nanny over, they're still all up under me. Like, I'm getting them dressed. I'm putting them in the bathtub. I'm cooking food for them. Sometimes I may say, hey, Ruth, can you, make some this or whatever. They don't want that shit. They want what I'm making. They want to be up under me. And the purpose of me having the nanny is like 3 kids. I have to put 3 kids in car seats when we get ready to get in the car. If I have to take 1 kid to the ER at any given moment, you better fucking believe I'm going to have a nanny on staff. Because
are you getting some backlash for having a nanny?
Oh, absolutely. People was like, she don't take care of her kids. She have nannies. She have her mom, like, all this stuff. And I always knew, like, when I had kids, I was going to be in a position to be able to have a nanny. And I'm so fortunate to be able to have a mom that I have. I can call my mom at any given time and be like, hey, mom, I need to go work and I need to do this. Can you come over? And she'll come do it for me, clean, sober, and her right mind and able to look after my children. So I love it.
Clean, sober, and in her right mind.
And that is shade as fuck. And that's real as fuck.
Mama D mentioned that she believes you have the kids.
She have nannies, she have her mom, like, all this stuff. And I always knew, like, when I had kids, I was going to be in a position to be able to have a nanny. And I'm so fortunate to be able to have a mom that I have. I can call my mom at any given time and be like, hey, mom, I need to go work and I need to do this. Can you come over? And she'll come do it for me, clean, sober, and her right mind and able to look after my children. So I love it.
Yes.
Clean, sober, and her right mind.
And that is shade as fuck. And that's real as fuck.
Mama D mentioned that she believes you have the kids because you wanted to scrap and have income.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like, I hate when people throw him into the mix because he always has to catch a stray because of something someone else says. So right now, if I would be like, what money? That's shade towards him. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
And I'm like, why do y'all always have to throw him in the mix? Y'all know what time it is when it comes to me. Y'all know I get to it.
Do you get child support?
I do.
Monthly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you satisfied with the amount?
Even if I'm not, it don't matter because I already know what time it is. My kids are going to have what they need, like, regardless. So, I don't really look forward to it. I'm not pressed about it. I know his history when it comes to it. So it's really not something that I look forward to. If it come through, it come through. If it don't, then, hey, maybe he got some shit going on this time. He can't do it, but I can.
What happened between you and Mama D to where it's getting so bad?
Baby, you better eat, bitch. let's play that back because she ate that.
Because
are you getting some backlash for having a nanny?
Oh, absolutely. People like she don't take care of her kids. She have nannies. She have her mom. Like do it for me, clean, sober, and as
because you wanted to trap, scrap, and have income.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like I hate when people throw him into the mix because he always has to catch a stray because of something someone else says. So right now, if I would be like, "What money?" That's shade towards him. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
And I'm like, why do y'all always have to throw him in the mix?
It's so crazy that even in this interview, she's still sticking up for this nigga. Even after he's been on the tirade of literally tearing Bambi down at every interview, every podcast, every radio station. This man has desecrated and defamed her name. But here in this interview, she stayed defending him, stayed taking up for him, not going as low as he has gone low about her. Still taking the high road. Bambi, you better than me, bitch. You are better than me. Because, bitch, I could never. Bitch, I'm at your energy all day. Bitch, you come for me. Bitch, you shit on my name. Bitch, I'ma shit on yours 10 times fold, bitch. She's a better woman than me. She's a better woman than me. Because as a woman, you will not disrespect me. And that's all I have to say as a woman.
Y'all know what time it is when it comes to me. Y'all know I get to it.
Period.
Do you get child support?
I do.
Monthly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you satisfied with the amount?
Even if I'm not, it don't matter because
it don't matter.
I already know what time it is. My kids are going to have what they need, like regardless.
Regardless. Other bitches can't relate because they was begging for seasons. Begging for seasons about that child support. Was willing to put this man in jail over some child support. And it's no shade, it's owed to you, but baby, if you got it, you got it. And as a mother, you'll do anything, even if it don't come through. If it comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. But baby, my kids is gonna be good regardless. And that's how a grown-ass woman who's about her business. Erica, bitch, take note, ho. Take note, you sour pussy, bitch. Bitch, as much as you are pretty, you are dumb as hell. Take notes from Bambi, girl. Maybe you'll have a successful business with your rainbow outfits. Girl, you are still shopping at the Rainbow Collection. Girl, boo. Let's go, Bambi. Eat that.
So, I don't really look forward to it. I'm not pressed about it. I know his history when it comes to it. So it's really not something that I look forward to. If it come through, it come through. If it don't, then hey, maybe he got some shit going on this time. He can't do it, but I can.
Oh, she can't do it, but I can. And she don't even have to. It's required by law that he pays that child. But she said, if you can't. If it comes, it comes. But baby, I can do it. That's a bad bitch right there. That's a bad ass bitch right there. Yes.
What happened between you and Mama D to where it's getting so bad?
I divorced her son.
She feels like you used him. She's saying to get on reality television, to get on Love and Hip Hop. She feels strongly that you used her son to get on Love and Hip Hop to be famous.
Well, we know that I was on another show that was just as popular.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I feel it's a lot of delusion. You know what I'm saying? Because with or without him, I would have been on Love and Hip Hop. It just made sense. You know, we were dating. I got on there. If we weren't together, like how easy it would have been for me to create a situation with somebody else. I'm the situation. I am.
Okay.
At this point, we see it.
No shade, she's been the situation. She's been the situation. The reason why Erica is back is because she wants to get into it with Bambi. Let's keep it a buck. The only reason why Erica is back because of the situation with Bambi. If Bambi wasn't on the season, bitch, we would have no, like, what is Erica doing? What is really Erica doing? Are we seeing Erica kids? Are we seeing her business? No, we're not. Like, Erica is not interesting. She's not. Like, girl, without Bambi being on here, you are irrelevant. Let's keep it real.
That dried up ass storyline is dry.
The Erica Diamond Scrappy
that shit is dry
love triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's real?
I'm sure. There are elements to it that's real. Sure.
When you saw Scrappy say that Erica Dixon is the love of his life and the woman that he always wanted to marry, did that hurt your feelings?
No.
Did you know that?
I did not.
Were you surprised to hear that?
Oh, I'm not surprised to hear anything that comes out of Scrap's mouth at all. If you ask him today, he may have a different answer.
What would the answer be?
You gotta ask him.
Do you think Scrappy is still in love with you?
He is. Yeah.
Has he said that to you recently?
No, he says that he loves me and he misses me.
Recently?
Yeah.
Like a week ago?
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday?
Yeah.
Via text, over the phone, DM?
Via in my house.
Face to face as he's in your house?
Yeah. He said he made a post on Instagram, but then he deleted it.
What was the post?
It said, I love you and I miss you.
To you?
I guess so, but I didn't see it.
When was the last time you and Scrappy were intimate?
When we were married.
Oh, so you don't...
I ain't spending them blocks.
No.
I don't spend those types of blocks.
Like she said, she ain't spinning no blocks. Erica, you are the queen of spinning blocks, bitch. That's why, you know what? I hope, I wish to fly with dragons in a land of hearts. Erica, baby, when Scrappy is done with you, and you are not giving Scrappy what he desires, and he starts to drag you on social media, and his mama joins in, baby, I am going to laugh so freaking hard at you. When I tell you, baby, I'm going to laugh at you, Erica, because you spun the block multiple times. You have spun the block multiple times. Now you're taking helicopter rides with the nigga, but y'all only co-parenting and y'all having a great relationship. That's my homie. That's my friend. Bitch, please. Who the fuck are you fooling? Stop playing in my face, Erica Dixon, you dumb asshole. You know what? I cannot wait to the day that Scrappy pulls a Scrappy on you and starts to drag you on social media along with his mama. I can't wait to that, and that's going to happen. That is going to happen because you think you winning. You think you're winning and you're not, and you're gonna gag. And that's all I'm going to say.
We were married. We had kids. What else can I give you, sir?
Are you still in love with him?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. I love him, though. I do. Mm-hmm.
Mama D now, as we know, she's funny. She's, all those things. But there's tons of things coming at your direction. Mm-hmm. She says you're lying about your age. Mm-hmm. She has the receipts to prove it.
So she, yeah.
Okay. Would you like to say how old you are?
I will never. No, because as a woman, to be honest, if I said I'm 17, oh, you're too young to do this. Oh, you're 52. Oh, you too fucking old. Like, just figure it out on your own. But I will tell you one thing, like, if you really pay attention to what's been going on, like, you'll see who's capping. So, yeah.
I love you, Bambi. Mm-hmm. Why did you lunge at that boy's mama?
Well, when I earned that degree, some of those nights I was actually like sleeping in my car. Like that was like a really big thing for me. And even though I do have another copy, it was just like, I was so triggered at that moment. I was like, who would rip up a degree? Like who would do something like that? And again, like I piped myself down and caught myself, and I was just like, you are an ignorant ass old lady, like so ignorant. Yeah.
She is.
Where do you go from here? Because obviously she's the grandmother of your 3 beautiful kids.
Yeah.
And how are you two able to come to a resolution? Do you even see that in the future for the two of you?
I don't see it, but
you don't see it.
No, I don't see it at all. But the great thing is that I'm very secure. So I have never even attempted to kind of like get in the middle of her relationship with my kids or tell him like, hey, don't take my kids over there or anything like that. Like Scrap gets his kids regularly. And if he wants to take them to see his mom, fine. When they get old enough to make their own decisions, they'll do that. But at this point, it's okay. Like I pray over my children daily. They're fine. They're covered. They're good. And, you know, we all got some crazy family members. We all have them. So I'm okay.
Baby, again, Scrap, Bambi, you're better than me. Because that bitch would never be around my kids. Because if you hate me that much, bitch, you hate my kids. Because my kids came from me. Bitch, you would never see these kids again. Scrappy, if you take them over there to your mama, I'm going to beat your ass. And that's on Compton.
Like, I'm okay knowing that he's very protective of his children. Which, again, brings me to... you know, me being in his daughter's life when it was just her. Like he go crazy about his kids. So I'm not worried about it.
Where are things now with you and Diamond?
It's nowhere.
Do you see a friendship there?
Why would there ever be a friendship? There was never a friendship.
Is the only issue y'all have is just this overlap that happened 10, 15, 20 years ago?
I wouldn't even say that there's an issue because even throughout the whole divorce process, you never saw me like clapping at them for nothing. They were all coming at me. All of them were coming at me the whole entire time. I never was going at them. Like Erica wanted to have a sit down with me and she wanted to go crazy, talking about I was mistreating her kids, some made up shit. I never went at them. They all have smoke. Well, I guess imaginary smoke with me. And they're not my type of girls. You know what I'm saying? Like Diamond is not my type of girl. Like Erica's not my type of girl.
Why not?
They're just not. Like, I mean, we just are not cut from the same cloth. First of all, when it comes to Erica, like I will never ever. I couldn't fathom letting a man play in my face for 20 years. So we could never be like friends because we don't have anything in common. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to Diamond, like, I don't know. She's just, you know, she got a lot to work on.
Like what?
We can go all day.
Is it that long of a list? Is it internally, externally?
I'm just saying.
Do you think you get the smoke because at the end of the day,
I get the smoke because, okay, for one, people, they just don't get me. And I don't expect I'm not a person that everybody's going to get. And the people, they don't like how I look. That's okay. Like, I'm funny and I'm smart. So if you don't like how I look, that's okay. Like,
what do you mean though?
Well, you know, the girls, they always find something to nitpick when it comes to me. That's okay. Like, you know, I didn't make.
No shade, baby. You give horsey. You give horse. First of all, your teeth, your new teeth is huge as hell. And Bambi, you're pretty, but it does give horse vibes, and that's okay. People love horses, and it's okay. We all ride them. You know, we all put a saddle on their back and ride them all to the sunset, child. Have a good old time in the sunset with the wind blowing in our hair, child. And it's okay. It's okay to be compared to a horse. Okay?
That's make it this far off of looks. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get married and have all of my children in wedlock based on looks. You know what I'm saying? It's more than what meets the eyes.
And no shade, I feel like she's such a vibe. Like Bambi is such a vibe. I would love to hang out with Bambi because I feel like she is just a cool ass chick. She's a ride or die for her friends. She is 10 toes down behind her friends, and that's me. I'm 10 toes down about my friends. And I'm such a cool vibe too, no shade. And I love her. I live for her.
Is what I'm saying.
So. A lot of women have defended you and said, at the end of the day, she was a wife.
Yeah, I love those ladies. Because a lot of people, they try to normalize the fact that, okay, here's the thing. They're like, okay, you can be a wife and you can still get the scraps, right? That's what I got. It's a wife and I got scraps.
You got scrappy.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, like you really do have to do your part as a woman to set a standard, right? So it's like you go into a contract with a man and now he's responsible and you're holding him accountable. And whether or not he lives up to take accountability to whatever he signed up for, that doesn't fall on me. That's on him. He signed up to have a family, to take care of his wife and his family. And because he failed, that doesn't make me a failure. Like, I did my part. I went into this agreement. I said, okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to have your children. You're going to be a husband. I'm going to be a wife, and we're going to do it. So he failed on his end. And that don't make me a failure. I'm going to get married again. So.
Are you seeing somebody now that you want to marry?
I'm a Pisces. I want to marry everybody. It'd be 2 days and I'll be like, so what are we doing?
Are you happy right now?
I'm so happy. I am. Yeah.
I can tell. I can tell. Is there anything you want to clear up, or you feel like, because, you know, the thing about you is that you don't do a lot of interviews.
Yeah, I don't.
And I know the last one you did was with Amanda Seals, where Scrappy revealed they smashed, and she said she told you.
She told me.
Yeah, which I thought was very honorable of her as well.
I love her.
Yeah, and I love her too. Is there anything, because the thing about it is this, I do feel like you're very misunderstood because you don't say a lot.
I know. I feel like I can do 1,000 interviews and people are going to like nitpick, and they're going to try to pick it apart and be like, you know, they're going to try to find flaws and inconsistencies. And all I can do is what I can do. And I really am not in the business of trying to clear things up. I'm okay with being misunderstood. Like, I love it, actually. Like, it's not really a bad thing. Like, make me the villain. It's okay. But I love the people that love me so much. I've had some supporters since like day one, and they see me, they see the grind, the hustle, they see everything that I stand for. And those are the people that I focus on. I can't focus on and I don't want to call them haters, because it's some people out there who genuinely just don't like my ass. They don't like my wigs. They don't like these boots. They don't like my fucking teeth. It's okay.
Your gums look good, by the way. Why do people think you have big gums?
Well, I did.
I don't think your gums are big.
Well, I did. So I got them contoured.
You can contour your gums?
Yeah.
You went to Dr. Heavenly?
No. I forget this doctor. But yeah, it was about 10 years ago. So you get like the little contour.
Your
I don't
gums?
know. Maybe. They know everything. Well, they think they know everything.
Well, wait, is that a thing? Is that a thing to contour your gums? That's a thing? Wait a minute. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me contour your gums. Give me 1 second. Like this video, y'all. Like this video. You can contour your gums? Can you contour your gums? Oh, it is. It is called gum contouring. So the name of it is gum contouring. And it says, what is gum contouring? Gum contouring, contouring is a procedure done by a dental specialist that reshapes and re-sculpts your gum line. The process of gum contouring involves cutting away or removing excess gum tissues around your teeth. If you have gum recession, the procedure involves restoring gum tissues. So I didn't know that. So I've learned something, because I did not know about gum contouring. Okay, I live for that. Yeah, okay. I live for that. And this is where I got it, y'all. This is where I got it. Y'all see? Can you contour your gums? This is where I got it from, okay? All right. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's
never comes
up,
about
y'all.
But listen, all I can say is this. This is the second time I get to meet you in person.
Yeah.
The first time was at the Bold and Bougie premiere, you supporting her from Malaysia. And then I remember seeing you at the bar, and I'm like, bitch, come here. You're like, Carlos. I'm like, come here.
Yes.
You were beautiful then.
Yeah.
You have blonde hair now. You're beautiful now.
Thank you.
I really, and the thing about it is this, in my opinion, not because it's me, I think this may be your best interview because you're very well-spoken in telling your truth.
Yeah.
And you come across so likable because from what I'm seeing, you don't make excuses. You own up to things. You're kind of like, this is what it was. I don't care. Judge me if you want to. You're going to do it anyway. And I think a lot of people will watch this and have a greater understanding of you. Because I really feel like I know you now.
Well, good. I mean, I hope so. That's always the hope, that people can like tap in and get to understand you a little bit more. But I don't know, man. Like, you know, I got some people out there that is just
we all do. It's part of the gig when you're in front of the camera, but no, you're very likable, and I'm loving you on the show.
Thank you.
And I want to make sure that you listen. My advice for you is this: you have to know that your voice has power, and that when you are being confronted with things, you have to know when to use it.
Absolutely.
So that's my only advice for you.
I appreciate that so much, because sometimes I I just don't, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna address that shit. So
No.
yeah, I appreciate that though.
Of
I
course.
do, and I appreciate you, and I'm happy I came here.
Yes, and listen, I can't wait to come back with your basketball player fiance.
Yeah.
I'm putting out the universe because I want to make sure.
No,
we're
the
good.
one I like for real don't play basketball. So.
What does he play?
Hopefully he ain't playing nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Bambi.
I love him. I'm gonna call him right now.
You love him?
Yes.
Are you in love?
I think so. Can you tell me the difference between being in love and just?
Okay, let me tell you.
Okay.
When you love somebody, you really want the best for them, regardless if they do anything to you. You're like, I want the best for you. When you're in love with somebody, you have this passion inside to where you have these series of emotions that's flowing through your veins when you see them. Whether and it's not all like, you know, butterflies and roses. It's sort of like when they make you mad, it's because you're in love with them. But you know you're in love when you can't stop thinking about them. And you know you're in love when you see their name appear on the phone and it brings a smile to your face. Oh my God. It's sort of like,
let me see, did he call me while he was right here?
Did he?
Yeah, you fucking bitch.
He knows you're busy. Well, on that note.
All right, y'all. That is all for this video. I live for Bambi. I think this interview was really, really good. I think she got a lot off her chest, and I think she also, I think she settled a lot of things with the whole Kurt, because it was this whole thing about Kurt and Benzino. I wanted her to, even though I feel like she already spoke on it and already did it, the situation, and Kurt did it, Rashida did it, it's still getting brought up because I feel like people don't watch, you know, certain interviews. So they probably, you know, some people probably bypass that and still would hang this over her head. But I'm glad that she spoke about the Erica situation and how she constantly is a throwback, and she always, you know, reverts back to Scrap. I love how she spoke on Mama D, not that much, but she's just like, she's a capper, she's a liar, and she there was a thing I wish she would have spoke on this. I wish she would have spoke on the situation with Imani. I wish she would have spoke on that. I wish she would have spoke on that, and I wish she would have spoke on what else I wanted her to speak on. I can't think right now, but this was a great interview. I loved it. What do y'all think about it? Did y'all find anything new from Bambi? What do y'all think? I would love to hear from y'all. Please put it down in the comment section below. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all, and I will see y'all in another video. Follow all of my social media in the description below and join the membership, okay? Get y'all memberships. Later, you guys. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.